Hello, my name is Jacob Winchester, and my audience members today are Tracy Winchester,
Here.
Joel Winchester,
Yeah.
and Tabitha Lawrence.
Here.
My specific purpose is to inform the audience of the effects of pollution on fishing. I've been fishing for a very long time, and anytime I go fishing, all I can see around me is pollution everywhere. You can go anywhere on the Chattahoochee River, and on the banks you'll see trash, little oil slicks, everything like that inside the water. Pollution is a big problem. Pollution causes three major problems. A lot of the problems stem from things like fish die sooner, which makes them smaller, causes fish to have a smaller population, and pollution disturbs a fish's ecosystem and mating habits. All three of those things combine to cause major problems in any kind of fishing ecosystem. First off, pollution hurts sport fishing because pollution causes fish to die sooner, making them smaller. A lot of sport fishing is trying to get the biggest fish you can. Any sports show you'll watch, you'll see anglers trying to catch largemouth bass, and of course, the bigger the bass, the happier the people will be with it. Or anything like marlin fishing, which is a type of sport fishing. Tuna fishing is more commercial, but it can be for sport, and it hurts it when it's smaller fish. It's less money and less fun, and it brings less enjoyment and enthusiasm to the sport itself. In a study done by Mahalo called Effects of Thermal Pollution on Marine Life, she found that when industrial discharges heat up the water, fish's metabolisms are also sped up, causing malnutrition due to insufficient food sources. This is a big problem because anytime stuff like oil and stuff like that gets into the oceans or any water system, it causes the fish to metabolism to speed up and helps kill them off faster, causing in some cases mass kills, which lowers the population and of course makes them smaller. Also, pollution hurts fishing because it causes smaller populations of fish. A lot of this stems from fish dying sooner, but it's also because in some studies done by Brown called Climate Change and Pollution Speeds Decline in Zebrafish Populations, he found that the population is actually geared more towards the fish's sex being male than female, which causes an upset in the balance, making the fish have less babies and less fish in general. Also, pollution hurts fishing by disrupting ecosystems. If you think about it, any kind of pollution is going to kill some fish, which kills more fish. Anything like that, because if you have plants dying, there's less food for the plant-eating fish, which makes less food for the meat-eating fish or any other animal in the ecosystem. So anytime you have something that disrupts the eating cycles and the habitats of the fish, it's causing a big problem. A study done by Islam in 2016 found that coastal ecosystems are damaged by pollution, causing uneven flora and fauna growth. And of course, if the flora and fauna is uneven and growing, then say you have less flora for the vegetarian fish, then they are out of food and they die. Another study found that younger animals in ecosystems have a greater sensitivity to pollution, and this study was done by Fears in 2009. And this just goes to show that fish are dying at a younger age because they're more sensitive to pollution. Things such as oil, everything like that will kill a fish faster, which of course is bad because the younger fish are going to be the more fertile and the higher producers of babies and such. Instead of, just like in humans, the older a human, the less likely they are to have multiple healthy babies or a baby in general. In conclusion, all three of these things combine to create a worrying trend of damage to the tradition of fishing, whether it be sport or commercial. And this is all caused from either pollution causing fish to get smaller by dying earlier, having smaller populations, or disrupting the ecosystems and mating cycles of the fish themselves. My name is Jake Winchester, and thank you for listening.
Follow 23.